Yo, what's good? Welcome back to another TikTok compilation, people. Okay, back with another one. It's a banger right here, okay? It's a banger, so you want to get some snacks. It's not that long. You get like 26 minutes probably. Okay, but we got some good clips in here. Okay, I'm sending peace, abundance, prosperity your way. Okay. I appreciate everybody that's been showing the support recently, all that. Keep showing the support, man. Make sure you got that post notification bell on also, so you know when I post a video, you get notified right away. All right. With all that being said, let's go ahead and get into the video.
Theories that everyone knows is true, part 1. Everyone knows the story of the man that invented an engine that ran on nothing but water that supposedly was able to go 845 miles between Phillips. Somebody from the oil and gas industry got upset and got this guy whacked off basically in broad daylight. They poisoned him and found unalived. I'm going to take it a step further on this. Not only do I think oil and gas industries are doing everything they can to stop people from inventing things like this, I think they're also stopping the advancement of just regular combustion engines and their mileage. I find it very strange that outside of going to a hybrid or an electric vehicle, that the overall gas mileage of engines really has not changed in many, many decades. Considering how much things have gotten advanced in everything else in society, I don't think it's really that possible that there's no way big companies like Toyota or Honda or Ford can't find a way to have an engine that's not a hybrid or electric that can add more mileage to a vehicle. But everyone knows this is true, and this is another thing that nobody steps up and does anything about because they're scared they're also going to go get whacked off.
They just wanted to make money off of them, man. That's it. That's the only reason why they killed him. That's tough, though. I definitely believe in that conspiracy, for sure.
I'm about to show you blew my mind when I first learned it. So me growing up, pro-life versus pro-choice, it was obvious that pro-choice was a better option, especially when people brought up like, what if a girl gets raped? Shouldn't she be able to go and get an abortion? She shouldn't be forced to have that baby. I'm like, yeah, of course. But when I heard this testimony from this nurse that she gave in front of Congress about her experience aborting babies in Illinois, it switched my whole way of thinking. I had no idea that shit like this was going on.
I was a registered nurse at Christ Hospital in Oak Lawn, Illinois, when I learned that it committed abortions into the second and third trimester. The procedure, called induced labor abortion, sometimes resulted in babies being aborted alive, and if they were aborted alive, they were allowed to die without any medical care or intervention whatsoever. They were given what was called comfort care, made comfortable, as Governor Northam indicated. One night, a nursing coworker was taking a little abortion survivor to the soiled utility room to die. And when she told me what she was doing, I couldn't bear the thought of this suffering child dying alone. He'd been aborted because he had Down syndrome, and he was between 21 and 22 weeks old, about the size of my hand. And he didn't move very much because he was using all of his energy attempting to breathe. And I remember toward the end of his life, I couldn't tell if he was alive or not unless I held him up against the light to see if I could see his heart beating through his chest wall, because their skin is so thin at that age. And after he was pronounced dead, I folded his little arms across his chest. I tied them together with a little string. I wrapped him in a shroud, and I took him to the morgue where we took all of our dead patients. That word comfortable, which Governor Northam used, is particularly grating to me. How far will doctors go to comfort themselves for letting abortion survivors die? Well, after I went public about survivors being taken to the soiled utility room, Christ Hospital created what it called the comfort room. This was a small, nicely decorated room, complete with a first photo machine in case parents wanted professional pictures taken of their aborted babies, baptismal supplies in case they wanted their aborted babies baptized, and a foot printer and baby bracelets in case they wanted keepsakes of their aborted baby. And you may not think that what I'm telling you could possibly be true, but I took pictures of that comfort room, and I have submitted them today with my testimony.
Cats are interesting. The cats are different. Remember, everything is energy. The dogs rely on smell, but the cats can see things we can't see. They said when they look at you or look at another person, they don't see you first. First they see an energy. Then it forms into a person. And how many of you have watched cats staring at things you can't see? I had a cat that used to do that.
Bruce Lee passed away July 73.
From fucking a Hong Kong actress, right?
He
So
was
bizarre.
with that actress.
I don't believe that's a natural death. He's so young.
Yeah, he's so young, and I think people were so jealous of Bruce Lee because he was trying to teach Jeet Kune Do, which is MMA, basically, and they didn't like what he was doing in America. There was a lot of jealousy about Bruce Lee.
That's the thing about people always tell me Asian women are weak. I'm like, Asian women are very strong. Bruce Lee died from Asian pussy. Asian pussy killed him.
Most physicists agree that time started about 14 billion years ago. What created that experience of time? This is where Kabbalah steps in and can provide us with answers of the reality that precedes the Big Bang. Before that material explosion even happens, all of us and all of reality was one thing. In that state, there is no time and space because there is nowhere to get to. It is a state of complete rest. The quality that is felt in that state, it's the quality of pure, unconditional bestowal that gives life, sustains and guides all of nature, all of reality. There is a created being, but it is in complete connection with that governing force of reality. And when the created being begins to be separated from that frequency of bestowal through a process that Kabbalists call the shattering, it reaches 100% oppositeness. The result of that is the explosion that we identify as the origin of our universe. Instead of complete rest, now there is movement. Instead of one, there are many. The created being becomes aware of itself, distant from that reality where there's no space and time.
Wake up. All this money circulates in order for you to give it your precious energy. See, money's value is backed by labor. Without you in the mix, money has no meaning. The fact is, money is nothing but the product of a regular printing press. Anybody, anywhere, could print their own money. Of course, it will not be backed by the collective unconscious, but by an individual.
It honestly blows my mind how nobody is talking about this. Russia made a terrifying underwater discovery that changes everything.
The discovery and thinking about the probability of it being an actual crashed UFO or not until the Ocean X team gave the information that confirmed the crashed UFO. Stefan Hogan.
I feel like, my bad for pausing, I feel like videos like this, I feel like they can tell the truth, but they don't be telling the full truth. You know? I don't know. I just think they just be doing it for the entertainment.
Born a professional diver with Ocean X confirmed it when he said that the crashed UFO still works. He said anything electric out there, including satellite phones as well, stopped working when we were above the object.
Bro, I watched the video about this and they're literally claiming that they discovered a crashed UFO underwater.
UFO, also known as the Baltic Sea Anomaly, is its striking resemblance to the Star Wars Millennium Falcon.
Bro, what do you guys think about this? And whether this is real or not, you have to admit that the ocean holds plenty of mysteries that are yet to be discovered.
Yeah.
But hey, make sure to share this video and follow me if you like this type of content. And I'll see.
The ocean is definitely a mysterious place. You know, because like it's so deep. But it's like, dang. And who really finna go in that ocean? It's just like, come on, man. Nobody finna just go down there. Unless you just a good swimmer. For real. I ain't gonna lie, the ocean is definitely like spooky. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah.
See you guys later. Let's get it.
99% of people don't know the truth about the various theories about my death. I'm Bruce Lee, and I mysteriously disappeared in 1973. The first theory is that I was murdered by a secret organization, perhaps even linked to my involvement in Kung Fu films. Another theory is that I was the victim of a curse or spell because I had offended traditional kung fu practitioners. Indeed, my son Brandon Lee also died tragically under mysterious circumstances in 1993 on the set of the film The Crow. A third theory is that I was the victim of an allergic reaction to a drug I had taken to treat a headache. Finally, there's the theory that my death was due to an overdose of a drug prescribed for a spinal injury. Another popular theory is that I was murdered because of my links with the Chinese mafia. Although these theories remain controversial, there's no denying that my tragic death has aroused a great deal of interest and fascination among my fans and loved ones. Tell me in the comments what you think of my disappearance.
They killed Bruce Lee. They definitely killed Bruce Lee. Ain't no way. I didn't even know about his death like that. I didn't. So he mysteriously just disappeared, they say? Yeah. They got my boy now. Dang.
Picked Charlie to win even before he got the candy bar. The entire world was looking for golden tickets, but somehow they all went to children that all happened to be like the same age. Did Wonka plan it this way by planting employees to give the kids the golden tickets? At the beginning of the original movie, Charlie buys chocolate, realizes he has a quarter left, and comes back and he's like, hey, can I get one for my Grandpa Joe? And before he can even pick it out, this employee comes from behind the counter and specifically handpicks the one that has the golden ticket inside. Wonka wanted to find someone to run the factory after he was gone. Charlie lives close by and he clearly has a good heart. It took until the day before the factory tour, the day before the event, to find the right person to give this last golden ticket to. Wonka had a bunch of employees secretly working for him in the real world, like Slugworth. The Candyman who gave Charlie the winning bar is named Bill. Bill is short for William, and Willy is short for William. Willy Wonka. But also in the theatrical versions of this show, they usually have the guy who plays Willy Wonka also play the Candyman, showing us that it's Willy Wonka all along. Also, when Wonka meets all the kids, he kind of disregards them. Like, he doesn't really talk to them, but he does talk to Charlie. And he tells Charlie, I've heard a lot about you. Let me know what you think. Also, my old Instagram was hacked and sold to a magazine company, so this is my new one.
Rumors are spreading that The Weeknd's last collaboration of his career will be on none other than Diddy's new album. The promo is a demonic video clip of Mr. Combs wearing all red, sitting on a red chair that looks like the devil's throne. Why would The Weeknd choose Diddy to be his last collab, you might ask? Everyone knows Diddy is a producer and not considered a real musical artist. However, Diddy's demonic ways have great power and influence in the music industry. Could the most streamed artist of today's generation lose his #1 position if he denied Mr. Combs' request? You be the judge. Let us know in the comments.
When you have parasites living within your body, you will experience things like digestive issues, diarrhea, cramping, bloating, gas, increased appetite, feeling like you're never full. You can experience skin rashes, psoriasis, eczema, itching, hives, even things like muscle aches.
Why is it so difficult to find a walnut with seeds in it too, though? That's how you know they don't care about fruit at all. I haven't seen no black seeds in a watermelon in a long time.
Joint pain, brain fog, fatigue, and you'll begin to experience nutritional deficiencies as well, because when you have severe cases and you have a 3 to 5 foot tapeworm living inside your gut and stealing all of your nutrients before you even have time to utilize them, things like iron deficiency will become prominent. You will feel deficient. Even things like hormonal cystic acne, hormonal issues. There's so much living and thriving in your gut. Parasites, worms, flukes, viruses, pathogens. There's so much happening in the gut, and it's a very complex terrain that we must keep it balanced, and we must detox out parasites before our acute symptoms turn into chronic illness symptoms.
Remember, don't come down so fast, Neil. You're afraid. You can't know what awaits you. None of us can.
Wait, seriously? Stanley Kubrick. Why would he direct a fake moon landing?
Dickie Nixon was gaga for Strangelove. It was his favorite movie. And some say afterwards, Kubrick was given a lifetime contract at Warner Brothers with no constrictions.
No. I mean, why? Why fake the moon landing at all? They already had all this alien tech Going to the moon should have been a breeze.
That's exactly the point. Everyone realized that going to the moon was going to be a big old fat waste of time and effort. So the government and the aliens thought it would be a nice way to sort of ease us humans into accepting that big, crazy technological shit was possible. I mean, if you start giving people Velcro and computers, they're going to start asking questions. So the astronauts were flying into Hawaii the next morning to make their gallant return to Earth, right around the time I lost my first baby, if you could even call it that. And I have been stuck here ever since.
Time is an illusion that helps things make sense. So we are always living in the present tense. It seems unforgiving when a good thing ends. But you and I will always be back then.
Veganism is a psyop. Vegan raw food diet influencer Zana Samsonova passes away from starvation and exhaustion. Veganism is from the devil. 1 Timothy 4:1 tells us, "Now the Spirit speaketh expressly that in the latter times some shall depart from the faith, giving heed to seducing spirits and doctrines of devils." And these include forbidding to marry and commanding to abstain from meats which God hath created to be received with thanksgiving of them which believe and know the truth. For every creature of God is good and nothing to be refused. So we know that anyone who's vegan or anyone who's abstaining from meats is actually been deceived by seducing spirits and doctrines of devils. So they've literally been deceived by demons. And we know this is true because what else is happening right now? People are forbidding to marry. That's the other doctrine of devils. Marriage rates have literally been dropping like flies. And just in the US alone, we have like 16 million vegans right now. And this number is just continuing to rise. Just to be clear, when I say go eat meats, I'm not saying go eat these low quality processed meats and fast food. What you should be getting is some high quality grass-fed, grass-finished ground beef and steaks. Red meat is comprised of so many vitamins and minerals and proteins that the body needs to thrive. I'll tell you what else is essential. Some Tongkat 100. This organic herb is one of the most powerful adaptogens on earth. Reduces cortisol, the stress hormone, increases free and total testosterone for men by like 30 to 40%. Reduces inflammation, reduces fatigue, and boosts natural energy levels. If you want to look, feel, and perform your best, get some Tongkat 100 right now. If you guys use code JOHN, J-O-N, you will get 35% off on all Chalk subscriptions for life. Don't miss out. Go get yours right now.
This is the best breakdown that I've ever heard about time being an illusion.
Some of y'all not gonna get this no matter what. Some of y'all gonna get it. But alright, first I'm gonna show you how time is an illusion, right? So really, if you think about it, what is time? So when we say time, what are we measuring? We really measuring the distance of the sun going around in a circle. So that's the first thing. So when we measuring time, when 12 p.m. hit at nighttime, we say that one day ended and another day started. And this day end, day start is still based on the movement of the sun, because this is when the sun is basically at the bottom, away from us at midnight to 12. And then at 6, that's when it's rising. Then at the other 6, that's when it's set. 12 to 12 to 6 to 6. It's all based on the sun. And this is how we get our time. So time is based on the sun. So now, understanding that if we looking at time, if it's at it's 11:59, and you looking at your clock like, all right, the day about to end. Boom, it hit 12 o'clock. Did the day really end? Fuck no. Did anything end? No. So there's no really such thing as no fucking one day to the next day. That's an illusion within the mind, us just following the sun. And then to even go deeper into that, right? Right now we say that it's 2022. So if you go back 2022 years to 0, that's not the beginning of civilization. That's not the beginning of time. So who started this shit over? Egyptian days, all that philosophy, Greek philosophy days, Pythagoras, that's before the 0 point. So how time start over? So what the fuck is, so it's not 2020?
Yo, nah, he blowing my mind, bro. That's crazy. Cause if we here right now, nah, bro. You messing me up right now. I ain't gonna lie.
In the mind, you can't deny that. Time is fake.
Yeah.
I'm gonna even go deeper into showing you how time is fake, right? So when we talk about the past, there's really no such thing as the past. What the fuck is the past? So right now, me talking, this is gonna be the past. But look what is happening right now in the present. So all the things we call the past is just our memory of the present moment.
Right.
There's really no past. Because if you don't remember the present moment, you won't have no past. So you take away memory, there's no past. Past is just the fucking memory, showing you that it's something mental. So alright, so what the hell is the future? So tomorrow is the future, right? But when tomorrow comes, when will it happen? It's gonna happen in the present moment. You're not gonna experience tomorrow. You're gonna experience it now.
Right.
So we know that the future is just us projecting our consciousness into ahead of us. But when we get there, it happens in the present, right? So you know that there's no such thing as no past. There's no such thing as no future. They both happen in the present moment. We can't deny that. So you like, oh shit, so damn, that means it's only a present moment. And I say, no, present moment don't even exist. Because the minute you become aware of the present moment, it's gone. It don't stay still long enough for you to even experience it. This is the present moment. Boom, now it's gone. You're like, damn, that's the past now. Now. So then with the next present moment, then you look towards the future. It's no fucking present moment. So that right there show you that time is a illusion.
Yeah.
But it's an illusion that we basically all agree with it within the mind, and that's what allows it to be real.
Woman vanishes.
That's deep, man. You went deep on that. And just thinking like how you can go from the past, the future, the present, it shows you that time is an illusion, man. Just thinking of it like that. Nah, you drop some gems in there, I ain't gonna lie.
Into Thin Air live on TV 3rd October 2023. Man vanishes into thin air caught on camera the 3rd of October 2023.
What the fuck? There's now more confirmation that Beyonce and Jay-Z's family take part in satanic rituals. Ex-warlock turned pastor gave his testimony about going from being a drug dealer who practiced witchcraft to finding Jesus. And while being trained up by a warlock in New Orleans, Beyonce's sister Solange Knowles walks in and listen to what he says happened.
I went to a warlock out there in New Orleans, and Solange Knowles walks in, Beyonce's sister. It's called the Botanica, a little witchcraft store. I'm like, it's a dream, and is this Solange Knowles? He's like, yeah, she comes here regularly. We do rituals for her and her family. And I'm just like, what?
In one of Beyonce's videos, she talks about thinking she saw the devil levitating and plugging her period with pages from the Bible. Says she drank the blood in the wine, crossed herself, and thought she saw the devil. Now listen to this part about what she says she does with the Bible.
I crossed myself and thought I saw the devil. I grew thickened skin on my feet. I bathed in bleach and plugged my menses with pages from the Holy Book.
Did you know that rapper MC Hammer back in 2010 said that Jay-Z was controlled by the devil? In MC Hammer's video for his song Better Run, he depicted Jay-Z running from the devil and claimed the rapper made a pact with Satan. Claimed that the rapper sold his soul for his girl and the world. In the music video, he also has the devil throwing up Jay-Z's sign, the pyramid, which you can see the founder of the Church of Satan, Anton LaVey, throwing up here, and seen here on the hat of a cultist and a man who called himself the B666, Aleister Crowley. Jay-Z even wore a shirt with a quote from Aleister Crowley. Do what thou wilt. Rapper MC Hammer also points out how in Jay-Z's song Empire State of Mind, Jay-Z told everyone Jesus can't save you, life starts when the church ends. When in reality, Jesus is the way, the truth, and the life, and he can save you and pull you out of darkness just like he did ex-warlock Richard Lorenzo. Everyone should go listen to his testimony. It's very powerful and shows how God can take someone who's in the darkest places in their life and completely deliver and transform them, and how indeed there is a spiritual war happening between the light and the darkness.
Conspiracy theories that turned out to be true, part 1.
What is the government so afraid of? The US Navy sets off a 40,000-pound bomb in the Atlantic Ocean, 100 miles from the coast of Florida, saying that it was only a military exercise. However, looking at the footage of the explosion, it definitely didn't seem like a regular military exercise. Furthermore, it's known that there are unknown creatures or aliens living deep in the ocean. So, could it be possible that it wasn't a military exercise, but a cover-up to take out a deadly threat in the ocean? With this suspicious military exercise, many are asking,
both. For example, you had how many birthdays?
Me? What do you think?
Well, I know that you had one birthday.
Yeah.
You were born on a certain day.
Absolutely.
You had no more birthdays after that. So I don't celebrate birthdays, so that stops me from counting days, which stops me from counting time, which allows me to still look the same as I did 10 years ago, just like that lady said.
I ain't big on theories or nothing like that, but this one don't make sense. He told us about how he came up and fame and all that, but he ain't really tell us how he came up, like grew up and shit like that. For example, you go on Google and try to find out who this man's parents are, you cannot find a trace. I'm about to pull it up right now. Nah, this is Wikipedia. That's all. That's all you gonna find on Wikipedia. Go search for yourself. This is some random site. Little is known regarding Orlando Brown's parents and family. Like what? Another site. Where is his parents from? There is no information regarding where Orlando Brown's parents is from. And it keeps going. Cherry on top. Father, mother, TBA. They do not know. Like, bro, can somebody let me know who this man's parents is? Like, or is this man like government made or something? Like, and he just broke out the Matrix or some shit.
All the rich families, the monarchy, all the presidents, they're all related to these trans-dimensional shape-shifting lizards.
So there's a conspiracy going around that Jay-Z did a blood ritual at the Grammys, and that's not wine in this cup, that's actually blood. And it sounded cap until I seen this scene right here. Officer of the blood, he said, nah, not tonight, Dad. There's no way you don't get streets. Alright.
Did you know that Harvard has scientifically proved time is an illusion? Whenever I tell people, hey, did you know time's an illusion? They often say, things get old and die, so obviously that disproves that time's an illusion. And honestly, I always thought that that was a good point, until now. So allow me to introduce you to the counterclockwise experiment. So in 1979, Ellen Langer had a theory. She theorized that our expectations and beliefs had an impact on our physical health. She theorized that as we got older, the way we thought about ourselves changed. Therefore, our physical body changed as well. So, she tested this. She took 8 elderly men and had them live in a residential retreat for 1 week. But here's the catch. This wasn't a normal retreat. This retreat was a time capsule. Everything at this retreat was from 1959, 20 years earlier. And I mean everything, from the painting to the magazines and the music. And after 1 week, just 1 week at this retreat, the results blew her away. All 8 men showed signs of increases in memory, dexterity, appetite, and general well-being. Outside observers even claimed that all men looked significantly younger. Now with all this being said, here's my question. If we all believed that humans lived to be 200 years old, would we? Comment your thoughts below.
Yes. We would. We definitely could. We're not eating the right foods anymore. That is it, man. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. We're gonna keep the videos coming. Make sure you guys do have the notification bell on so you know when I post. And with all that being said, I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.
What? Bitch, I'm a god, cause nigga, I'm